equivalent ratios: 5:2, 10:4, 15:6. These are examples of equivalent ratios. When you see the first ratio, 5:2, when you double it, you have to multiply the first ratio with 2. So 2 times the first ratio, we get 10:4. And 3 times the first ratio, we get 15:6. So this is shown here. The first ratio is written on the top, and when I multiply the first ratio with 2, I get 10:4. And when I triple it, multiply the first ratio with 3, I get 15:6. So the first ratio, when doubled, I get 10:4, and the first ratio, when tripled, I get 15:6. These are examples of equivalent ratios. Okay, now we are making chocolate milk. For one batch, we need 2 cups of milk and 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So the ratio is, for every 2 cups of milk, we need 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So 2:5. So this can be shown in a diagram. So this is for the first batch. Since we need to make 2 batches, we are making another batch. So that's a second batch. So first batch and second batch. So the ratio of the second batch will be 4:10. 2:5 and 4:10 are equivalent ratios. 4:10 ratio is the double the value of the first ratio. So how did we get 4:10? So multiply or double the first ratio. So this is the first batch. Double it. When you double it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for milk, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 for cocoa powder. So for 2 batches, we double the first batch and we get the ratio. That will be an equivalent ratio for the first ratio. And then if we need to triple it, we again make one more batch. So the first ratio will be tripled, or each number in the first ratio will be multiplied by 3, so that we get the third ratio. The third ratio also will be an equivalent ratio. Okay, now for batch 1, the ratio is 3:1. What will be the ratio for the second batch? For batch 2, you have to double it, right? So 3 will become, 3 times 2 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, that is for batch 2. And now, if you want to make another batch, for batch 3, we have to triple it. Triple the first batch value. So 3 times 3 will become 9 is to 1 times 3 will become 3. So This is for batch 2 and this is for batch 3. So these are examples of equivalent ratios. Now let's solve the problem. 3 dot 1 by 3 equals what? 3 dot 1 by 3 can be written as 3 times 1 by 3, which is 3 times 1 by 3. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 by 3, same number divided by same number is 1. The next problem is 10 dot 1 by 10 equals what? 10 dot 1 by 10 can be written as 10 times 1 by 10. So multiply the numerators. 10 times 1 is, multiply the numerators together, divided by 10. 10 times 1 is 10, divided by 10. Same number divided by same number is 1. 19 dot 1 by 19, 1 over 19 equals what? So that can be written as 19 times 1 by 19. So multiply the numerators together, it becomes 19 by 19, which is 1. So the next problem is 17 dot dash equals 1. You have to find what goes in this box. So 17 dot what equals 1. Let us think. So 17 dot can be written as times, it must be a fraction of the same number, right? So let's multiply the numerators together. 17 times 1 by 17. We know that 17 times 1 is 17. So 17 divided by 17, same number divided by same number will be equal to 1. So what is the answer? The answer is 17 dot 1 by 17. 6 dot 15 equals what? How can we do this quickly? So instead of dot, what is the meaning of dot? 6 times 15 equals. So this can be simplified as, so first let us do 6 times 10 and then let us multiply 6 times 5. Okay, so 6 times 10 plus 6 times 5. We know that 6 times 10 is 60 plus 6 times 5 is 30. 60 plus 30 equals 90. The next question is 12 dot 15 equals what? 12 dot 15 can be written as 12 times 15. This 15 can be separated into parts. First let us multiply 12 times 10 and then let's multiply 12 times 5. So which will become 12 times 10 plus 12 times 5. 12 times 10 is 120 plus 12 times 5 is 60. The answer is 180. The next problem, 6 dot 45 equals what? This can be written as 6 times 45 equals Let us break this down into parts. 45 has a 40 and 5 in it. So first let us multiply the 6 with 40, and then let us multiply the 6 with this 5. So 6 times 40 plus 6 times 5. So let us multiply 40 times 6. So 0 times 6 is 0, 6 times 4 is 24. So 246 times 40 is 240 plus 6 times 5 is 30. Now let us add 240 plus 30. 0 plus 0 is 0, 4 plus 3 is 7, and the 2 comes down, so 270.